The struggle is real. It's so real that everybody that I know, probably many of you, are going through the mill. Fortunately, I feel like I'm in probably the best position I've been in to assist with all of this. I mean, I'm homesick, but I went through a tough time. I've been through we've all been through a lot. But I've never seen a chorus, basically a quorum, in unison of all of our brothers and sisters. I mean, most of everybody is worn the heck out. Hard to find faith, hard to push forward, hard to see what the end is in sight, hard to understand why things are what they are. Sounds like a journey of faith. Always a journey of faith. And I mean, I can say I've got plenty of faith, but there's times I'm like, really? Why? Like, what's going on here? Like when I was in the hospital for 40 days, dying of COVID in the middle of nowhere where none of my family was, and bleeding, choking on my own, like being waterboarded with blood, but that's from nosebleeds, couldn't breathe, had oxygen on. They were giving me all these shots to thin my blood, etc., etc. I don't want to gross you out, but the point is that it was horrific. It was the worst experience of my life. I was crying out to Jesus. People were watching me call out to Jesus and saying, Father, why? Why aren't you helping me? And it was that moment of, why are you forsaking me? I just couldn't say those words. I felt like I was, it went 5 hours one night and another night all night long, and I begged, please don't let me have another night like that. I won't make it. But I made it. I didn't want to make it. I wanted to go home. My oxygen got pulled out of the wall one day, and they found me laying there. I woke up and I was like, listen, I mean, I know it's just me speaking here, but I'm just telling you, like, when it's all seems like all hope is lost, and I've said this same thing over and over again, and I'm like, when it seems all hope is lost, when it seems all hope is lost, like a 33 and a third record put on skip, there's gonna come a time where there's no skip. It's gonna flow. Jesus is gonna come down. It's all gonna come to pass. Don't lose your hope on what the promises are of God, because he never breaks his promises. I'm telling myself this too. I don't want to see any of you give up. I don't want to see any of you suffer. God loves you. I don't understand why things are happening, why they're happening. But when you go back in time and you think about what happened when Jesus was on this earth and what he went through and what they witnessed him go through to sacrifice himself, not just sacrifice, but torture, literal torture. And for all of the disciples and everyone that knew Jesus, the ones who saw the miracles, saw him tortured and put to death in such a way that they doubted how there was any possible way that he could be the Son of God, even though they knew he was. Just think about what it felt like at that moment when he gave up the ghost, and they were like, and then they were like, we're scattered. I don't want to say that I knew that guy. I don't know what I just experienced. All that was for naught? Everything I went through was for nothing? No. Jesus came and showed up and amazing way. Not only did they find his tomb empty because he resurrected, but he came back and let him know, I'm alive. So, the closest we are to God is when we seem the furthest away. The hardest it is to believe when it's the easiest to believe. We just can't do it because the flesh is coming after our spirit because it wars against it. It makes no sense logically in our human minds, but in God's economy, that's when he's closest. When you think he's furthest away, when I think he's furthest away, he's closest. So I'm here to encourage you, to tell you that on this very night, whatever date it is, because I don't even pay attention to the dates almost anymore. It's just a one day at a time journey. It's the last leg of the race. It is the push for the finish. And Jesus will be faithful, and he will come for his people. He will provide for us in each and every day that we wait and watch and have hopeful expectation. There will be a crown of righteousness. We are told that we did not deny his name, and we kept his word of patience and perseverance in the Church of Philadelphia. And I wondered, how bad does it have to be for us to think that we would ever deny his name? Well, you getting there? I know you're not going to get there because it says you won't. Even the elect could be deceived if it were possible. I think the guy that's come on the scenes that created this level of Christian nationalism and what we see now with all the people, and that's one of the hardest things to witness, is what's happening in the world right now, and still trying to dwell in the world when you feel like you're that guy off the Matrix where you just want to eat the steak and say, hey, ignorance is bliss. And I know there's times that all of us go off the rails. But once you know the truth, there's no going back to a lie. Look, we've got brothers and sisters that need help. We've got brothers and sisters that need help. And I am only able to do so much, but I'm able to do something. I don't talk about it, but you all were there for me. I want to be there for you all. And there's people that are there who've helped me, and there's people who have communicated with me and they need help. And so I'm just saying, we've got orphans, we've got widows in India, we've got a dear sister. I mean, I can go through it all. I don't want to be specific because I've been asked not to be specific about a lot of it, but I can share the links. I shared them on the last video. It's Thanksgiving week here in the United States. It's a time to give thanks to God. And if you have the provision and you want to help others like I do, because I feel like everybody helped me when I was down, I want to help everyone else when I'm down, and we can all pull together. And we just did this once, but there's still a need, and I've had others that have come and said that they have a need, and I've vetted all of it. Look, you pray about it, but if you feel that you're blessed enough to bless someone else, please do. I'm going to leave the links here. This is what we have to do in these 5 hours, because I was on a phone call last night. I mean, the ministry stuff that happens behind the scenes that nobody sees, with emails and requests and prayers and communication and encouragement and all of these things, it's a blessing to me to get to know my brothers and sisters. However, I know the struggles of what's really happening and how everyone's losing a grip, and they're in very precarious positions, and not because of choice. But I mean, these are the things that happen when we follow Christ. So tonight, the lights are going out, I guess. Tonight, Pray for your brothers and sisters that are in need. Pray for all of those who don't know Jesus. Pray for this world, because we have to continue to persevere and we have to continue to inject our light and positivity in order for us to be able to help everyone overcome by encouraging them as we see the day approaching. It is a mandate. It is what we're supposed to do. And whoever has strength this day may not have strength tomorrow. I may be strong today. Tomorrow I don't have anything. This is how we work. This is how we're supposed to work as the body of Christ. And I'm going to thank every one of you that when I was down, you were up. And you helped me. And you know who you are. And I am forever indebted. I can't wait to meet you in heaven. I can't wait to meet all of my brothers and sisters in heaven. Everyone that's come here. Everyone that I don't know yet. Because you're all wonderfully made by God. Let's just keep pressing on towards the prize and keep doing all that we can do in the interim to be the legs, the feet, the arms, the eyes of Jesus Christ on this earth. Because the darker it gets, the brighter we should shine. And as much as we want to give up, the harder we should press on for him. Because when he was on that cross, he continued in something that was impossible for anyone but God. And because of what he did for us, we should continue to press on until we have nothing left. So let's press on. Let's stay strong and let's have faith and let's encourage each other and help each other and help people that we see where there's a need and fill it with love and show them that God is love through our actions. I love you guys. I just felt it was necessary to come on because there are so many that are in distress right now that we need to come together, at least in prayer, at most in prayer, and with any type of blessing that we can help others to make ends meet so they're not out on the streets. Some of them are already, but have some provision, have some hope, to have the hope. Because God commands us to do these things to help those in need, especially our brothers and sisters, but even our enemies we're supposed to love, but you know what I mean. It's a rough time right now, but I find that we're closer than we've ever been, only because the paradox of faith always seems like, well, the economy of heaven is always the opposite of the earth. The world, I should say. So in this world, whenever we feel like we're at the lowest, the lowest shall be exalted, the last shall be first, the blind shall see. You get it? So I think that we're close. I love you guys. With all of my heart, Jesus bless.